Hello everyone, John Runner 88 here again with another Star Wars figure review. And this time, just move that over there, we have Professor Huyang. Here's the card back. You can look at it sideways, because why not? Looking good. Professor Huyang, Ahsoka series. This one actually did not have the dreaded ring of shame around it. Actually pretty good. The card's a little, like, curved, but, you know, a few curves isn't bad, but it's better than that ring of death on there. And it's a pretty decent picture of the figure on the back. He's got all of his accessories going, which is nice. And he's 311 in the vintage collection. But yeah, let's get on to it, because again, the new figures have been pretty awesome. And he's an all-new figure, and it just takes the Disney Parks one and just slaps it upside the head with how much better it is. Just like the height he has, put her next to Hera right here. He's a huge, lanky guy, and he just looks great. Yeah, this is the Disney Parks one. He's, for what it was when it came out, it was like all people had for the most part for a little bit. There's a little more paint on him here and there, but overall, he can go somewhere else. I was thinking of like painting him a little different to make him like another droid from the past or something, but it's just a very disappointing figure overall, especially when compared to this, because this Huyang is absolutely fantastic. Aside from just like the overall, I think that they could have maybe used a slightly different color, because he's more silvery, I think, in the show. But I think this is like kind of like a nice median between his like more brownish appearance, because he's touting that he's got like 75% original parts, but my guy, you don't look quite the same as you used to. So I think he's flubbing those numbers a little bit. But his articulation is just awesome. His head looks all around, down, up, looks great. He's actually got a decent torso crunch, which the Black Series doesn't even have that. So a lot of people say that they just like scale down the Black Series like sculpts and stuff, like the digital sculpts, and it's like I really think that they've just got separate people working on these things most of the time, because a lot of articulation just doesn't carry over from like Black Series to vintage. Because Black Series is just, I think they've got a ball like down in the waist, but it looks much better being up here, because you can kind of cover like that middle panel a little bit with the when you're articulating him, and it just looks a little more dynamic, like, something like that, pull it back. He's missing wrist articulation. Obviously, it's very thin. So, they could have done it, but, then you risk breaking his wrist off. But I think his grip is a little wide. It would have been nice to kind of have that tightened up a little bit. He doesn't have much of a bend at the elbow. Could have maybe done something there to increase that a little bit. I don't know what they could have done, but this is interesting, because he does have like these like dark panels like in the media, and they used the the joint to actually like create that effect, which is an interesting idea. His legs he's got ball jointed hips, he's got the swivel thighs, he's got rocker ankles, he's got everything. And I was concerned about this apron being in the way a little bit, especially when we get the Ghost and we want him to sit in the cockpit next to Hera, but it gets out of the way just fine. It's a very flexible piece, so that's awesome. And he's got like the different colored legs, which cannot be said for this one. He's just the same color all the way through. But I was kind of excited about him because, like, especially when I got him, because you can kind of see that a lot of the detail gets lost with like the plastic, and I'm definitely gonna customize him. I'm gonna add like black panel lines and everything in there to really like bring it out. There's just like little flashes of like paint that can go like on the apron and like on the little chest piece here, like in the middle. That's like really gonna bring him out, and I'm gonna paint like a bunch of the wires in there, and he's gonna look amazing. His belt with like little like canisters on it and stuff, little cylinders, paint those up. But overall, great figure. It comes with this training lightsaber thing, which he doesn't hold too great because, like I said, he's got kind of a wide grip. And it would have been cool if this came with like kind of like an orange blade thing to go in it, but they probably saw this in like a concept image and didn't know exactly what it was, but they were like, hey, we'll just mold that piece of plastic for him. And he's got his little data pad, which I'm probably going to paint this up a little bit too, because the Black Series has like blue flashings all over it and stuff. And it's a really nice little piece, but it's just very plain looking. Just, you know, it's just molded plastic. And then his other little detail is take his backpack off, and it does have like that universal kind of like a half moon peg system they've been using for all the Mando jetpacks and stuff. And while these open arms aren't fully articulated, they do look good. And you can actually put them like all the way down. They do have enough clearance to fold all the way down. But it's like a nice, you know, you can have them get ready to like fight. Or you can actually, if something's like small enough, like you can have him holding like a little lightsaber or something, like he's going through his drawers. So you can definitely do a bit with these. Obviously, they could have done fully articulated arms. I do think they could have managed that, but you know, they dumped a bunch of money, I'm sure, into tooling him up to begin with. They're just like, yeah, we'll give him pre-posed arms. But yeah, definitely gonna like add black to like his mouth and stuff, and the panel lines around here. Probably gonna add some light yellow to the eyes to really like make him pop. And yeah, he's gonna look fantastic when everything is said and done. Even more fantastic because he's a fantastic figure to begin with. And he's at Walmart's if you're lucky enough. I think he's only one per pack, one per case though, so hopefully Walmart restocks on this wave because he's a great figure. If you haven't gotten him, if you like the Clone Wars, Ahsoka, he's a fantastic character. Ahsoka really gave him a lot of screen time, which was nice. And I think that's going to about do it for this. Go follow me over on Instagram, JohnRunner88 over there as well. Do a lot of, especially when I like a figure, I do a lot of extra pictures with them. Having a lot of fun, and when I do paint him up, you know, I'll be posting those progress pictures, of course. But I think that's going to do it for this one. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.